Nigeria is now Ebola free. It's not about what happens on Monday. The World Health Organization can make their own declaration, but we've been free of Ebola for upwards of almost 15 to 18 days now. But they decided it's going to be 42 days that they're calculating. The usual standard that was used was that 21 days within which the last incident, but the World Health Organization, to be extra sure, said 42 days, double the number, and just be absolutely certain.
So we're free. At day 40 now.
Yes, we're free of Ebola in Nigeria. How should we celebrate it? How do we insulate ourselves?
We jump in.
I think we should mark it with a lot of fanfare, you know, in the sense that whenever you have a victory, and victories that are a product of united action, they are rare in Nigeria. Ebola was one. You mark it, and you raise awareness that the reason why we did this was because we came together as one. And interesting, Alero asked, you asked him a very interesting question. How do we overcome the issue of unity? And I'll tell you, as long as you have the meeting on the 26th of every month, where the federal, state, and local governments come to ask how much crude oil did we sell last month, how do we share the money? You cannot have unity. The issue is everybody wants to be able to preside over those resources. I'll give you a very simple example. You are the managing director of a bank. You preside over billions, but you become the governor of a state. You are managing more money than the man who's managing director of a bank, who went to school, spent 15 years or 20 years in the banking sector, and has to spend a lot of time and effort to spend that money. But as governor, he's executive governor. He puts the House of Assembly in his pocket. He puts the judiciary in the other pocket. And he's writing checks left, right, and center. People will kill. They will do anything just to be able to handle that money. So that itself, that structure, is one of the obstacles to unity, because people will bring in all kinds of interests to be able to manage that. I'm a northerner, I'm sectional, it's my turn, it's your turn. So we need to look at some of these structural issues and tackle them.
So final word, celebration and installation.
Exactly, we need to celebrate, and also we need to learn lessons from this. If we have this coordinated approach towards infrastructure, we should separate governance from election. Partisan politics should end with the election. After election, governance does not know the party you are supporting. Governance, the collective effort that we use to approach Ebola, we should use to approach infrastructure development, economic development, educational sector, every sector of our life. Just imagine, you know the interesting thing about Ebola? The two states that we have are controlled by the opposition. Both the ruling party and the opposition collaborated. If we could have this type of collaboration in every aspect of our life, I think Nigerians will smile to the bank. Thank you.
So Ebola has proved to us that it is possible to actually collaborate.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much. We have been chatting with the head of department at the Nigerian Institute of Journalism, Mr. Jide Johnson,
It's a pleasure to be with you.
Barrister Godi Uwazurike, President Aka Ikenga, as well as the coordinator, Nigerians for Change, Barrister Kingsley Omose.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you. Welcome
Sunrise
back.
will return in. Thank you. Sunrise will return in just a moment with yet another interesting conversation. Please stay with us.